Hello, everyone. My name is Gary Taylor, pastor of Open Word Christian Ministries, and I'm so excited that you joined us on today. I have a very, very special guest today, and her name is De'Ara Kendrick. She's going to come today and show us about how to develop your talent. She's a talent development manager. You know, we're living in a time now where there's so many things that are moving and changing so fast, it's enough to make your head spin. I'm telling you, from the time that you get out of the bed, you're trying to figure out, where is my mask? Remember my social distancing, washing my hands. And now we're faced not only with the quarantine, but now we're faced with, you know what? I don't even know if my job is going to be here tomorrow. So people are being furloughed, people are being laid off, and there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of worry. And what should I do now? Man, I'm furloughed or my job has laid me off. What am I going to do? I have a family, I have bills, grown folk bills, and I need to know. Well, De'Ara is going to come and share with us on how you can develop your talent. So De'Ara, at this time, welcome to our Facebook page as we begin to share with so many that are interested in what do I do now. So share a little bit about us, or with us rather, what do you do in the marketplace?
Thank you, Pastor Taylor, for having me. I'm excited to be here. My name is De'Ara Kendrick, and I am a talent development manager. I actually work at Delta Airlines, and that is my title at Delta. And outside of Delta, I am a career coach. So I help people at all ages define, redefine, and achieve their professional goals. Outside of that, I'm a wife and I'm a mother, and I'm an author of 3 books, 2 of them related to the workplace. So I am very passionate about helping people achieve their short-term and their long-term goals, and truly identifying what it is they want to do, why do they want to do that, and what do they need, what resources do they need to be successful?
Well, that's very, very good. So you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into this thing. I have my questionnaire over here that says, what tips would you give someone looking to build their personal, professional brand at this time and season? What would you say to them?
I would say, to build your professional brand, it is very important to first identify your strengths and your areas of opportunity. Your strengths are important because you can leverage your strengths to build connections, to build your brand, to build your resume, build connections. And your strengths are really going to tell the story of what you can contribute to an organization, whether it's you working for someone or you have your own business. Your areas of opportunity is also important to understand so that you can work on what you need to develop. And especially during a time like this, I think it is important to, have the opportunity to learn more about how you can improve your self-development, and focusing on those areas of opportunities in a very strategic way, in a realistic way, is really important, because there's so many resources out here to leverage education, knowledge, and resources to build on those skills. Also, I would say to, be humble, ask for help when you need it. Sometimes we can't make those decisions on our own, and we need a trusted source to help give us direction. So whether that's a friend, a family member, a career coach, a pastor, someone that you know and trust, I think it's really important to leverage those resources, and don't be afraid to ask for that help or that guidance. Connect yourself with the right people, the right tools, the right resources that's going to help you stay focused on developing your strengths, developing your areas of opportunity, so that you can then achieve your goals. Another big piece that's important is really development of the soft skills. And when I say soft skills...
Now you said a whole lot in that first one.
Okay.
If a person is at grassroots level,
yes,
how do they identify what skills they have?
I love that question, because I think it starts with understanding what is it that makes you happy, what is it that you're doing right now today, and what are you good at? So as soon as you can answer those questions, then you can start to self-identify what it is that you're truly good at, and then also think about some of the things that you've heard from other people around you. What have they given you compliments on? What have you been praised for or received recognition on? Those are different ways that you can find out, this is what I'm good at. right? And I think it's so important to focus on what it is you want to do and align it with the things that you're passionate about. And so as soon as you get into that space of identifying what it is you're good at or what it is that you want to do, then there are a set of skills with everything that we do. Every function that we do, every role has a set of skills that are associated with it that's going to help us be more successful, whether we already naturally have those skills or it is a set of learned skills, things that we have to go out and learn. So I think that is a great question. I think it's all about self-identifying. And also, sometimes we don't really know what that is, but asking those trusted sources that I just mentioned and asking them, what do you think I'm good at? What would you say that I'm good at? Because sometimes it's another person that can help you and help direct you where you really want to start. So if you're in the beginning stages, self-identify, but leverage the people around you that you trust to help support you in that decision.
So there's two things with that. First of all, how do they find a mentor that will help them process through? Sometimes once they find the individual and they say, okay, you're good at baking cakes, or you're good at communication, or you're good at writing poetry or writing plays, or whatever that thing may be, you're good with your hands. Mm-hmm. And once they acquire that information, then what is the next step? How are they able to identify a mentor that will help walk with them? Because sometimes family members may not be the best one to walk alongside of you.
I completely agree. I do think that mentors can come from various places, right? And I think it's so important to build relationships with people so that you can then be your own voice to what you need. And what I mean by that is you might start with your personal network, so your family, friends, to say, hey, I want to sharpen a skill on cooking, or I want to build my skills in I want to improve a technical skill. As soon as you start to vocalize that, you never know who they know, and they can refer people to you that would be of help. And I think it's important to not only stay within your own network, but there's so much information online. There's a lot of information through social platforms, through network groups, professional groups that you can just join for free. Right, this is free information. Build the relationships, whether it's online or in person, that you need. And then once you start to identify, okay, this person has this skill set, ask the question, are you willing to help me? Because you never know what people are willing to do. And a lot of people who are professionals at what they do are really good at what they do. They actually love helping other people. So I think it's about finding the right connections, having an open mind about where you're going to find these resources, whether it's just in your own network or stepping outside of the box and finding other resources. I've had the awesome opportunity to connect with other career coaches in South Africa last week. Mm-hmm. And I've learned so much from them. And I actually asked someone if they could be my mentor because they have been doing it for a while. And they're in Cape Town, South Africa. And we were able to connect through Zoom. So that's just a perfect example of building your network and being able to reach out and ask for the help as soon as you identify someone with that skill set that you would like to learn from.
So now when you're doing that, what would you say would be a good financial starting point? Because that's going to be the next question.
Yep.
I want to start this new career. I just got laid off, or I got furloughed. I just found out the information that I may be furloughed this week coming, or this may be my last week or next week. Yeah. What would you say would be the best way to start out financially? Do I need $100? Do I need $50? How do I leverage that type of money to be able to get started where I can in turn start making money?
So I think, so are you saying to make money just in general after you're furloughed?
Yes.
Kind of to build your income. Okay. Yes, I do think, I think it's important to, again, leverage resources. There's a ton of information out there that will show you and walk you through how to make additional income. And you can do that by using the skills that you already have. There might be skills that you were doing on that job that you were furloughed from that now you can turn this into an opportunity to build the relationships, get the additional knowledge that you might need to build income, and then start from scratch. I know so many people who have been furloughed from their jobs, and say it's coaching or whatever it may be, or facilitating. You can start to offer what your skill is to other people, and you can start off for free, right? Because you're building that relationship and you're building your own profile and portfolio and experience. And then once you've done that, and if you're really good at that, you can actually charge for that. And, and so there are people who are willing to pay to work with someone who has a skilled set or a skilled profession. So, and that's really with almost any industry. And then also you can look for opportunities to get paid per project. It might be something small where it's a gig. It's like you're getting paid for just this one project. It may not be a full-time job. There's also some part-time opportunities that might be offered. And it kind of ties back to the part about humility. Sometimes when you get furloughed, you want to go back into a job, whether it's the same company or a different company, and you want to pick up where you left off. But we have to have a mindset that in order to achieve our goals, sometimes that comes with setbacks. And when you accept the fact that you're going to set yourself back, you can accept a position that's still going to get you to where you want to go, but you can accept an entry-level position and make money there until you can find your way again, right? And so I think it's really important to understand that being humble goes such a long way. Having a positive and optimistic attitude towards something that is as emotional as a furlough is really important to kind of get ourselves together mentally, spiritually, trust God in the process, because that's first. And then He'll guide you to where you need to go. He'll give you the resources that you need. He'll give you those ideas to say, you know what, go on this platform or connect with this person. And I think that's really important to make sure that you're open-minded to reaching out to those resources, because that's what's going to get you in the door to make that income and that additional to provide for yourself in the meantime.
Now, is there a way that they can get in contact with you to get your books? Do you have a website that they can go to where they can get some additional information? Because I know you're a wealth of knowledge, and there's a lot of things that you probably could share, but we have time constraints that we don't want to overload everybody. But they say, you know what, I need to find out what her name is again. What's the name of the company? How could they get in contact with your website, your books, your information? How can they get to you for more information?
Yeah, so my books are available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and you just type in my name, De'Ara Kendridge. But the best way to reach me is on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn, and it also links you to my personal website from that page. But LinkedIn, I'm very active with instant messages. I have my contact information, my actual email address on that page. So everything is there. And then if you're interested in coaching sessions from a career perspective, I do have a link from LinkedIn that will take you to my website directly. So that's the best way to reach me.
Well, all right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just wanted to bring this information to you because some of you have been praying, saying, God, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And this is what our ministry is all about, is about empowering people and giving them the hookup. You always wanted the hookup. Well, we're giving the hookup now as we bring different resources to you and different individuals such as Ms. Kendrick that will come forth and be able to not only minister the importance of God's faith, not only the importance of having a relationship with God and seeking the plan of God, but also with that plan, faith without works, corresponding action is dead. She gives the opportunity now for you to get the works part or the corresponding action part together. So when we have the spiritual with the secular, then we can have what God would have planned and destined for your life. Well, God bless you. That's all the time that we have. We're going to come back. Thank you, Ms. Kendrick, once again for coming and blessing us today with your information. Don't forget to be back with us again. And we got some more information that we're going to be bringing forth in the near future. Matter of fact, in the next few days. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Ms. Kendrick.
Thank you.
All righty.